Hello, I'm going to speak on a life interrupted, and this is a thought for the young, although you old years can listen as well. On that day in March, we found ourselves experiencing something new. It was quite surreal, a sudden closure of all our institutions, shops, workplaces, and places of education. Our normal life was interrupted, and it was totally unexpected and completely out of our control. As I lived nearby my local high school, I found myself wandering around when the students were being sent home. And I stopped to make conversation with a few small groups. And they were really wanting to talk. Some seemed quite traumatised, even shell-shocked. They were anxious and fearful. Others were bewildered. They didn't know what to think. I listened and tried to reassure them. I would have loved to have said more, and this is what I'd have liked to have said to them. Young people, you find yourself in a place not of your choosing, and it's natural to feel anxiety and a lostness. Your anchors now seem to be floating. The pandemic is not part of God's plan for the world, and it's not God's plan for you. Redemption and restoration is part of God's plan, and His plan still stands. You are not a lost generation, even though the papers may say so. This is what God says to you. In Jeremiah 29:11 it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you a hope and a future." Acts 17 verse 26 says, "You have been born for this time and for this place. God is not arbitrary. You are supposed to be here." Psalm 139 states, "He formed you in your mother's womb, and He has great plans for your future." You matter, and you are precious, and precious to His purposes. Every generation will have its challenges, and God calls you into your own unique future. So don't be afraid. Be excited, fully live. God wants you to fully enjoy yourself and enjoy your life, and we want that for you too. Whatever your abilities or disabilities, God doesn't want you to lead a little life. You have some wonderful, exciting times ahead of you. Believe in yourself. God believes in you. Pursue education and training. Develop your gifts. Get ready for what God wants to do in your life. When you have given your life to Him, He will not give you trinkets in return. Isaiah 29 verse 15 says, "I will not forget you, for I have carved you on the palm of my hand." God's plan still stands, so live bravely. Bye.